What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know if you guys can hear me once you guys come on. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yo, these people are beating me in this game. I'm upset. Can y'all hear me? Ooh, child. These things are getting on. I'm going to wait for a response before I tell my story. I don't want to be telling my story on mute, you know? Why you look upset? I'm done. The thing is it? I don't think the mic is plugged in, but it's in. Oh my gosh, why do I always go through something? Okay, this is so awkward.
You're not gonna use your camera?
You said use this one.
I thought your camera was the better looking one.
You said use this one. Now you talk about use my camera. I can't. Uh-oh, where did those people go? I know I'm doing something wrong. I know it. I just know it. I just don't know how to fix that. What's this? Oh, no, not that. Okay, I'm just gonna assume it's working. Get down there.
Oh, you're doing it at the same time?
When am I gonna have time to do your hair? Exactly.
That's
so now. What's up, one person? Tell us who you are since we can't see you. You can push it down. What's up, y'all? Happy Monday.
getting my front line redone, guys.
I'm done.
I don't know if this is embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. Most of the people in here are black. Anyways, so I'm going to start telling my story.
Right.
And then the people who catch the story late, catch the story late.
I hope y'all can't hear me chewing.
They can. You chew loud. Was this a braid?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So your fellow Thickums girl follows this guy on Instagram who's like a pretty prominent, like, big girl supporter, I guess. Let's say that. So in me following him, he followed me back. And I guess a lot of people took that as like oh, let's follow this girl. So bare accounts just started following me. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Then this one guy starts liking all my pictures. Like all my pictures, like pictures from way back when. And and then he starts messaging me, but he's like messaging himself at first. He's like, hey, you're beautiful. Want to know where I've seen you, blah, 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 all this stuff. So then Nikki, this is Nikki, is like, well, let's wait for what he says tomorrow if he's going to say anything. Tomorrow being today. So today, I log in and those first messages are gone, but now he has sent videos. Y'all, if I could play these videos for you, I
can
would.
reenact them.
Go ahead, reenact the video.
Okay. So he's like, the angle is from up here, right? So he's like, hi. Can't forget to wink because he winked like
so many
a
times.
lot.
So
he's like,
many times.
I can't remember what he said because all I remember is this.
No, you have to leave the saliva on your lips. That's what he did.
I get who does that? I can't even do that. It just dries up, but it just was, yeah, guys, it was scary.
So, anyways, he's doing all of that, right? And I don't respond. And then
What did he say though while he was doing his antics?
Man, I think he was saying, you're beautiful. How are you? Da da da. Whatever.
Oh, he
Just
said
the
my name
typical
is
stuff.
blank.
Oh yeah.
Whatever his
Whatever
name
his name
is.
is, I don't even know. So then, I don't say anything, right? And then he sends a voice note talking about, wow, like, what do I have to do to get your attention? Basically. Still not responding, right? So then he just keeps messaging me, where are you from? Are you from Edmonton or Winnipeg? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, this is getting too much. Let me just tell him to stop. So I write stop. And then my next message is, oh, shoot, the battery's dying.
Girl.
And then my next message is not interested. However, it wrote as no interested. So now he thinks I'm illiterate.
And we're not thinking this.
No,
He
it's on the
says
other side.
this.
It's the other side.
Oh. And we're not thinking he just thinks she's illiterate. No, he says this.
He's like, speak English, you weirdo. Are you weird? You're weird AF, da da da. And I'm like, wow, so now people who don't speak English are weird? So he keeps.
But
What?
even when he said you're weird, it was the wrong you're.
Yeah, the possession you're, not you are.
Who needs to go to English class?
So anyways, he was getting mad at me. He was like upset. And I'm like, I am not responding to anything. So then now he's removing the messages that he was sending before. And he's going back and talking about, you're weird. Speak English. You need to learn English. Or should I teach you? I'm like, oh, so you're still trying to holla, clearly. He's like, should I teach you how to speak English, you weirdo? And then he removes those messages as well. So he just keeps messaging and removing. Like, I'm not taking screenshots and screen recordings. Like, please.
The group chat knows.
So then the last one he sent me most recently, he said, what did he say? He's like, say something, you weirdo. And I'm thinking to myself, if you think I'm weird and if you're frustrated at the fact that you can't holla at me, why are you still trying? Like, I've clearly not been messaging you back. You've been talking to yourself, removing messages to yourself. Why are you being like, am I going to be petty? You know what? I'm going to play the video. I'm going to be petty. I'm going to play the video. I don't care. He really pissed me off. I'm playing the video. I'm playing it. I'm playing it. I'm playing it. I don't care. I'm playing it.
I guess it's to the family.
This is not to the family. It's going to the YouTube universe. Y'all.
The family. That's on live.
Whoever is in here, tell me how y'all feel about this man talking foolishness.
Yikes. I'm scared for you guys. So scared for you guys.
Hold on, y'all.
Hey there, how you doing? Grandma, Senior, was interested. Okay. How you doing?
Sir.
And y'all lucky y'all don't get to see the lip action and the saliva action that
Sir.
was all over there.
Oh my gosh. Then he goes on to call me a effing weirdo and all these things. I'm like, okay. Anyways, that's all I had to tell y'all. What's up? What y'all want to talk about today? Girl, your baby's hair be babying too much. You gotta like cut them or something. Like you can't even do nothing with them. Why didn't you take this one out?
Cut them. Because it's like the one with the,
I don't know.
because it's the, what about? Yes, no.
What's up, y'all? Who's in here? What we talking about? I know y'all said y'all don't like Rocks and Family Values, but y'all, this season, it looks like it's gonna be interesting. I'm just saying.
He's feeling himself a little too much. Yes,
feeling himself?
Lakeisha girl.
Oh, you saw the video.
Yes, Lakeisha
Listen,
girl.
my thing is like, okay, so I feel like there's this thing that men believe that if do you have a comb? Did you bring a comb?
Oh yeah.
That men believe if you're a bigger girl, you should just accept what you get. And this man really thought that if he's telling me he thinks I'm beautiful, that should be enough for me to be like, oh, hi. No, absolutely not. So Mans was getting upset because he gave the bare minimum and was expecting the world. And even if he gave more than just the bare minimum, y'all saw the face. Not that, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all saw the antics, okay? On top of me not being attracted, okay? I'm sure he's attractive to somebody. He's just not attractive to me. So, I mean, sir, I have self-worth, okay? I know what I want in life. And even just a man who thinks people who don't speak English are illiterate. English is my second language already. So, what you talking about? Did like 23 more. Hello, baby girl. That's exactly what happened, Amanda. That is
You're
exactly what
killing me.
happened. For some chicks, that's all it takes. You did him a favor and helped them experience standards. Hello?
Wow.
And my thing is, like, if he would have just left it at, oh, you're weird, like, I'm leaving, cool. He even has low standards himself because he's thinking I'm weird. He's thinking I'm whatever. And he still wants to pursue it. Have some standards for your own, sir. Okay? Forget me. Have your own standards. However, what y'all up to? How's your Monday going? You Americans, how are you feeling? You know?
Lakeisha wants to know what I'm eating. I'm eating spaghetti and potato like wedges. Leftovers from Saturday. You know the vibes. Nothing special.
Sure. That spaghetti was good.
Yeah. It's almost done, so go quickly.
Are there still beans?
I don't know.
Okay, when I put your head here.
Interesting
Stays here.
combo. I know. Leftovers are weird like that. You just mix what you can. Get full. You know.
Y'all, so whoever suggested the true crime podcast to me, what happened to the part when I told y'all I'm squeamish?
They didn't suggest it to you.
Yes, they did. Or did they suggest it to you?
No. They were just saying, this is what I watched.
I
It's your
swear she was
fault.
like, since you guys are into psychology, you should listen to this podcast.
Oh. No, but then you explained
What did I explain?
that you were squeamish.
Yeah, y'all. I'm sorry. I tried to listen to your suggestion, whoever suggested it. However, no. I love relationship podcasts though. So if you know other couples or people who are
That
just
Wendy, probably. It's probably Wendy.
yeah, probably it was Wendy. I'm dead how y'all know each other. That's
We
funny.
have family.
Oh, okay.
We have family over here.
Yeah, so anyways, if you know like love podcasts or relationship podcasts or stuff about like life lessons, things like that, those are the podcasts that spark my interest. Just because those are things that I'm interested in. Like I'm interested in all things love, relationships, life, personal advancement, all of that. Crime things, you know, I could do without. I could do with that. Royalties, deceased. Oh boy. Y'all are funny. Why y'all resonating with this girl? You really should not.
Period, sis.
Amanda, if you want laughs, the receipts. Girl, I've
Yes,
already went down.
we love
already
the
went
Receipts
down.
podcast over here.
Yes.
I'm upset that they took all their stuff to Spotify and it's strictly on Spotify now.
Well, I'm strictly on Spotify, so I'm chilling. But yeah, I like that one. I like Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood. A whole bunch of them.
Black men can't jump in Hollywood?
Yeah, so there's a movie called White Men Can't Jump. And you saw it the other day when we were watching movies. And you're like, what? That's a movie? Anyways, your memory is trash. You say my memory is trash. So that podcast, what they do is they rate Black movies with Black leads and also predominantly Black casts.
Mhm.
And then they say how much it contributes to
Oh, that's
the Black
cool.
community. Yeah, no, it's actually a good podcast. They're not all Black. I think one of the girls is Hispanic.
Mhm.
However, they do take they take out their biases just as Black people, because as Black people sometimes we're like, well, just support everything Black, even if it's not
Right.
the best. Like, nah, they go as critical as they would do if they didn't have an audience.
Right.
So yeah, that's one of the podcasts that I like. That's not love and relationship based.
You're welcome.
I can watch YouTube without seeing political ads.
Girl.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are relieved, honestly. Like, it's been a long road. Though we don't talk politics over here, I'm just happy for y'all that the Cheeto is out of office.
Yeah,
That is
period.
all. What y'all been up to? What y'all been doing? Y'all gotta give me birthday ideas. My birthday is in 13 days.
She's working on her birthday, guys.
I really don't count me being on set as working, though. That's how much fun I have when I'm on set.
I was about to say, don't you get paid?
Yeah, but I just don't consider it work.
We need one place where we can see all Love Islands. Period.
What do you mean by that?
Like just
Like where you can watch them?
Yeah, I think that's what she means. Because Love Island South Africa.
Listen, Lakeisha, you found me on Twitter this morning. Message me, and I'll tell you where you can
I'm
watch
dead.
them. Also, how did you know I like Toby? I'm so shook by that. Maybe you just guessed. On set, yes. Amanda, I've recently got, well, not really recently. It's been like over a year now. But I'm into acting and all that stuff. And in Toronto, there's a lot of opportunities for that. So on my birthday, I'm actually shooting a commercial for this card game. I don't know how much I actually can talk about it, but whatever. I'm shooting a commercial, and the shoot date is actually on my birthday. But what she's saying is like, oh, I'm working on my birthday. Whenever I'm on set, because I'm having fun, like it's acting, it's it's an enjoyable experience. I don't really see it as work. And plus, in this commercial, I'm the lead, so I feel like I'll be busy the entire shoot time. Okay, like for real?
Damn.
Don't man me. You're the one who wants your braids done. Talk about man. So yeah, before then, I need things to do for my birthday since my birthday is going to be occupied. What? Oh, you binged Toby. I read that as YouTube. Yo, Toby, I binged him. Yeah, I love him. I love him. I met them last year, actually. What are you doing? This is so weird.
Yeah, so I can keep up with the comments,
I think they're
be an active part of the conversation.
I think they're the same. Comments are the same.
I can't see facing this way, ma'am.
Oh, you're annoying. But yeah, no, guys, last year for my birthday, I actually did meet Toby and Fat and Nell. They're the greatest. And the funny thing is, I actually had them shout out my brother. And they were like, yo, your sister really loves you. She's taking this time to have us talk about you on her birthday. So they're the best. Toby is so sweet. He is just as possessive about Fat in videos as he is in person, okay? They told us, like, you can stand beside Fat. You can stand beside Nell. You can stand beside Toby. But what you cannot do is stand in between Toby and Fat.
Wow.
Woo, child. And it didn't matter if you're a male or female. He was like, no, absolutely not. We are standing beside each other. That's it.
Oh, wow.
But you could stand in between like Nell and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. They brought Baby Fat on stage. Ugh, it's so dope. Like he is just as lively like in person as he is in like music videos or the Instagram videos that they do. Like the energy is so intense in the room. If you guys are on my Instagram, I still have those posts up so you can see like what my experience was. I don't know if I still have the posts of me meeting them. However, they're so dope. They're so cool. Yeah, guys, birthday plans. What should I do for my birthday? I'm having a sip and paint. That's one thing that's happening. We're doing a birthday dinner tomorrow. My aunt is taking me on a birthday dinner next week. Try Jesus. Okay. Don't try me. 'Cause I got hands. Which is what this Sheed, whatever his name is, this boy did not know not to try me. Try Jesus.
I'm dead.
No, seriously. I'm like, who do you think you are? Just coming in here being mad disrespectful and expecting me to give you attention. Like, no, that's not how pursuit works.
Yikes.
Speaking of pursuit, how about somebody get me a boyfriend for my birthday? I just over being single. It's trash.
Not get you a boyfriend for your birthday.
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Oh my god. Girl, somebody collects.
I'm really trying, but this grease is not making it easy.
Oh, sorry. My hair was super dry.
You just put this grease on?
Hmm?
You should have put it on after. Oh my god. Your hair's
Sorry.
slipping and sliding.
One day.
What's on the top of the... Listen, that song is an anthem. That song is an anthem. It is not just something to listen to passively.
I'm dead.
If you choose to try me, just know these hands were made by the person you should have tried instead of me.
Hello?
That is all. That is all. I don't know what to talk to y'all about. Ooh, okay. So I know it's probably only me and Nikki watching Put a Ring on It, but we're going to talk about it, okay? So basically what I want to talk about is more so like not the couples per se, but just their circumstances.
Yeah.
So the
that
newest,
it's open
so you
to
guys
everybody.
can contribute. So the newest couple that's on the show, because one of the couples had to deal with a medical emergency. The guy was entertaining his current girlfriend and another girl when they first started dating. However, whenever he was confronted by his current girlfriend, he would lie, right?
Mhm.
He'd be like, no, I'm going to see my family, or no, like nothing's going on, or whatever. However, the girl he was messing around with on the side was aware of the current girlfriend.
Mm.
So now they want to get married. He says he's ready to get married. However, she has immense trust issues. Like when I tell you guys, he'll be like taking a business call like outside. She's thinking he's cheating. Like it's that bad. It's really, really bad. It's
Is
very
it her
toxic.
fault, though?
Yes, it is her. Okay, y'all. This is our debate. Is it her fault for the trust issues that she has, or no?
Mm.
I say, okay, no. You plead your case, and then I'll tell you my rebuttal.
No, please your case.
No,
Go
plead your
ahead.
case. Go.
I'm just saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. We've seen so many. That is no way to live. Move on.
Thank you.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying we can't fault her for having trust issues.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Because at the beginning of your relationship, this man showed you who he was time and time and time again. It's not like he got caught once, lied, and then he just never did it again. No. Throughout the whole first portion of their relationship, he was lying. So now, as the person who chooses to stick in this relationship,
Yeah, he
knowing
did,
he's a
Amanda.
liar,
Amanda, he did cheat.
yes, he cheated. Like, I don't even know if he counted as cheating because he started off the relationship entertaining them both. So I don't even know what the stipulation on cheating is in that relationship. However, my thing is, if you know your partner is a liar and you still accept him, knowing what he did, to me, I don't want to hear complaints. I don't want to hear it. It's one thing if he was loyal up to a certain point and then lied, cheated on you, whatever. Then you could be like, okay, we were invested so much. Now I'm jaded. I don't know what to do. However, he started the relationship with deceit. And now you mad? Now you confused? Now you got trust issues? Now you checking up on him like a babysitter?
Hey, Wendy girl.
Don't make sense to me.
We were talking about you in the beginning.
Oh yeah, we were. Were you allowed in the beginning of the? That's what I'm saying, Wendy. That's what I'm saying. That's why her argument. I'm sorry, well intentioned as it may be, I don't agree.
I'm scared of hair products on my face because I feel like
Oh, I'm
hair
sorry,
will
you
start
break
growing.
out.
No. I feel like hair will
I'm
start
trying to wipe
growing
it
on
off
my
with the back
face.
of my hand.
I just have this fear that hair will start growing on my face.
That's funny.
But my argument is that, okay, fine. Say she left. She would still have those trust issues, guys. It's his fault.
It's not. Listen. Wait.
And let me finish. And the main person complaining in this equation who doesn't want to leave her is him. So I'm like, that's your fault, boo.
Listen,
You did this.
I'm not saying he's without fault. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying he showed you the kind of man he is in a relationship. And you still decided, it was a choice, she was not coerced. You still decided to remain in that relationship, knowing the prerequisites that was there even before getting into it officially. Because she said this started when they were dating, not when they were fully boyfriend and girlfriend. So I'm not removing fault from him. He was completely in the wrong for doing that, especially because he only disclosed that he was entertaining both women to one woman, not to both of them. So the one woman, she had the right to be upset because she was kept in the dark.
Mm.
However, the other woman, she knew what was going on. She knew the girl's name. She knew her girl's Instagram. She DM'd her, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? However, if I am being given the runaround at the beginning of my relationship and I choose to stay with him, the stuff that comes after is stuff that I already accepted from jump. So now when you're complaining about, I don't trust him, I don't whose fault is that? You should have left him when you knew that that wasn't what you wanted to deal with. He showed you from the beginning. Listen, she pissing me off. These people on these shows, on Ready to Love and on Put a Ring on It, are grown and sexy, but also dumb.
That's true.
They are grown and sexy, but stupid. Not stupid. I love you guys. If you want to come on the channel, I mean, you know what I mean. I don't mean you stupid like stupid. I just mean like, come on.
I'm dead. Don't kill me. But that's the reality, sis. Like, most of the information that we learn about relationships comes from watching other dysfunctional relationships around us, close to home. So, I guess it's hard out there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, he hasn't cheated on her. Well, I mean, to our knowledge, he hasn't cheated on her.
Amanda, girl,
What?
let them be.
I love that struggle of they do, especially Black women.
Oh,
It's almost like we
man.
believe that we're not deserving of more, which is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. However, what Lakeisha was saying is true. Like, if you truly say you have forgiven him, you have to move on from that situation. True forgiveness is not dredging up past offenses and using it in today's arguments. Then you didn't forgive him. Now, if he reoffended, baby girl, you have all the leeway to do so. But to our knowledge, to what he has disclosed on the show, he hasn't. And he wants to marry her now. Now he's ready. And then also, if
All
you
I
know you
gotta
have
say-
trust issues, why are you going to go on a show where you're dating other people?
All I gotta say is you broke me. Deal with it.
You chose
Now I
to
don't
stay
want-
in a broke relationship.
You broke
and
me.
you chose to stay.
You want to marry me now. Deal with the consequences of me not trusting you.
That's toxic.
You broke
This is
me.
toxic. This is toxic.
You broke
This
me.
is toxic. No,
You
No.
broke me.
I disagree.
No, but listen.
Thank you.
Okay. But listen to my situation.
Yes, Wendy, I agree. Forgiveness does not mean you have to keep that person in your life. People
Right.
act like you can't love people from afar.
Right.
There are people who I have forgiven, but you will never hold that place in my life ever again. But do I hate you? Absolutely not.
Right.
And do I bring up the offenses? Absolutely not.
Right.
Just know that the opportunity to offend me again will never arise. Just know that.
Here's my thing that I've picked up on and seen. Okay. So let's say we're in a relationship, you've cheated. I've decided, okay, like I do want to work this out with you. We can move on, whatever. You still affected me in a way. You can't expect me to like all of a sudden trust is back on 100.
It's been
Trust
2.5
is
years.
on
It's been 2.5
5
years.
now.
It's been 2.5 years.
No. But if he's not doing anything actively to show you that, hey, baby girl, I'm here for you. I'm not cheating. I'm not doing
He
this. I'm
is.
not.
He
I don't think actively. No, I think like yeah, he's being
But why
good.
are you gonna be
Hold
with somebody who
on.
doesn't like?
Hold on. Yeah, he's being good. Yeah, he's being this. But like, if you just move on as if nothing happened, I don't feel like you're working towards gaining my trust back. So
And
of
whose
course I'm
fault
gonna
is
be
it
like,
for not keeping him accountable for that though? Because she's not keeping him
that's
accountable.
why
She's
they're
just
in
complaining.
therapy.
They're not in therapy. They're on a TV show.
Which has a therapist.
Oh my god.
No, that is toxic. We are responsible for keeping ourselves together.
Thank you.
Exactly, but you have to work at moving forward.
Yes.
I feel like the guy
Apparently,
also
if he wants her so badly, he needs to do. Okay. And again, I'm not
And
saying
work towards that.
he is without fault. But I'm saying if it really bothers her that much, you're not being held here by force.
true, but the next man will get what she's dishing out to this guy anyway.
And it's an
She's
internal thing
broken.
that she's gonna have to work on though. But the man is not reoffending. You can't hold him onto old offenses like that. That's a disservice to you and to him. Because if he is trying to be a better man, he is trying to say, hey, I'm trying to get serious. We're going to get married, blah, 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 blah. And you're still holding on to something that happened 2.5 years ago.
I'm agreeing with you, honestly.
I know we're agreeing. I just don't like your point of entry in this agreement.
I just feel like
I don't like it.
I just feel like
I
it
don't
takes
agree.
two to tango. If we're both going to fix this relationship, reassure me and I'll work on myself. I do think she needs to work on herself, yes, but if you're not being reassured, not to say like one bad behavior equals the next, but you need to work together. You need to lean on each other. Come on.
I just feel like if you're at the point where you now want to get married to somebody, but you can't even trust that he's not talking to a next woman when he's taking a business call, don't marry him. Don't marry him.
Girl, Wendy, my mom be saying stuff like that,
What
and
did
you
she say?
right.
Read it out.
She said, if you are not in a covenant marriage, then it might be God's way of showing you warning signs. Include God in the decision making and listen when he answers. LOL. He promises to give us wisdom.
And that's why I'm
sis.
saying, like, this is your time to make that decision on what you are and not going to deal with for the rest of your life. The silver lining in this whole situation is that they are not married yet. And thank God for that. Because you still have the time to escape. This is the time. This is the time. And
You know
although
what I'm
can-
thinking of,
What?
Elaine? Okay, you guys might not get it, but there's this one song that's like, run. Okay, can't sing in English,
Oh,
but
Valega.
yes,
Valega. Ganhava
run
Zambili.
with both legs. That's the whole song. It's telling you to run. So run, girl.
Don't ever translate that song ever
Run.
again. That was terrible.
Run,
No.
run with both feet or both legs. That's the song.
That's not the song.
I came in late. Are we talking?
We're talking about a couple on Put a Ring on It, but we're trying to just talk about the scenario because I know not everyone's watching the show, right? So that's one of the couples. Another couple is one where the guy is now ready to propose. Wait, Che and Michael.
Yeah.
What's their problem? He's ready to propose, right?
No. So she's
She's ready.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this other couple, Che and Michael, he's ready to. Oh my gosh, she wants him to propose, but he's not ready. And we discovered in last week's episode that he actually has trust issues when it comes to her because she ghosted him 2 times during their relationship. And I think they've been together, 7 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And he held on to that. And he's like, yeah, I want to be with you. However, how am I going to be assured that when I propose to you, you're not just going to up and leave again? My thing is like, how did you guys not have these revelations before coming on the show? I just feel like people take therapy for granted and think like premarital counseling is only once you're engaged. I I mean, I would do it in a more serious. Yes, Lakeisha. I would do premarital counseling in a more serious relationship. However, I'm not waiting until we're engaged to do premarital counseling. Like, to me, an engagement means if I were to marry you tomorrow, I'm prepared to do so. That's how I perceive engagement.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna now wait until we have the ring. We're now putting down deposits and stuff. We go through premarital counseling. We realize, oh, we got mad trust issues. And now what? You know you don't get deposits back. Like, what? No.
I'm
No. You don't love me, this I know. Okay. Not doing it.
Yeah, it's tough. I think even in dating, like we don't have those hard conversations. Why? Why are we still talking about your favorite color and what your dream date is? No, can we talk about your anger issues?
Listen,
like your mommy issues, your
in
daddy issues?
In as much as people
My
like to
daddy
judge Adrian and Israel Houghton, they have this thing where they get into the tub and they have they have conversations about like worst case scenario. And as morbid as you may think that it is, I actually think it's important to have conversations like that. Like for me, I don't want the worst case scenario to come and then be wondering, how would my partner react to this situation? I would like to know stuff like that from the beginning, you know? Like it's in the same way as getting insurance or writing a will. You're not planning to die. You're not planning to crash your car.
Mm-hmm.
But in the event that happens, there's a plan set in place to make sure you and anyone else who would be liable is going to be okay coming out of it.
Right.
So couples that wait long to get therapy or don't get therapy at all, nah. And then you get people like Che, who's thinking everything is hunky-dory, everything is fantastic. However, this man has been holding on to trust issues. They've been together 7 years. And he's holding on to this stuff. God knows when that happened. God knows when that happened.
At first I was like, okay, girl, he obviously don't want you because
I thought that too at first.
He proposed to some next chick, and then that didn't work out, right? So we were both like, he don't want you. He's just cow without the milk, you know. I mean, milk without the cow. You know what it is. That analogy. We don't know it. We gotta stop. But it's actually her fault. Like 100%. Like, okay, 90. Let's say 90. 10% is his because he doesn't voice what he thinks.
He does
sometimes.
not talk, and that's his problem.
Yeah. So no, she's the one who gave him the trust issues and doesn't even want to sit down and like discuss them. And her attitude towards it is like, so when are you gonna trust me again? So we can get married tomorrow.
She just expects him to just shove it under the rug. And it's like, you're going to be tripping over that rug every day. Every day you're going to be tripping over that rug, wondering, man, why am I always tripping? How about you check under the rug? There's something under there. Amanda, addressing what you said, yes. My thing about dating, and I think this is why a lot of people just are intimidated by me or whatever.
Honestly, yeah. Same here.
You're intimidated by me?
No. Like, I feel the same way about me.
So I like to have deep, honest conversations.
Yeah, girl.
The surface stuff, I don't like it. It's cute here and there when you're already comfortable with somebody. Yeah. But if I'm trying to decipher whether or not you are compatible to be in my life forever, to be the husband to me, to be the father to my children, to be my parents' son-in-law, we can't keep talking about what's your favorite flavor of lasagna.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I did not expect that at all.
Because I was thinking about the guy who asked me to cook for him when I'm fully not his girlfriend. I'm like, sir, you've been getting too much milk from free cows. Like, no, too much free milk from cows.
We're still messing it up.
Yeah, we don't know what we're saying, y'all. But however, what you're saying is true. Like, a lot of people are afraid to scare off their partner. And I'm like, if you are scared off, thank you and goodbye.
Period.
Like what my beliefs now are not going to change just because now we're in a fully committed relationship. If anything, they're going to be heightened, you know? And if we already don't agree from the beginning, but in hopes that you'll just stay with me, I'm going to subdue my values, subdue my morals, subdue the things that I expect from you, lower my standards. Absolutely not.
Mm,
And I don't care if I'm single as a result.
mm.
I will rather be single and happy than in a relationship and miserable.
Hello.
Or in a relationship and maybe not necessarily miserable, but regretting not saying the things that you wanted to say. And then now your partner is looking at you, say 10 years down the line, and now you've morphed into your full potential, talking about, babe, you changed. I know I changed for you. This is actually me.
Yeah.
What they saying in here?
True. I don't know.
Can you read out Wendy's comment?
Yeah, that's why divorce is so prevalent, even among God's people. We jump into a covenant without addressing everything deep or anything deep, and then we are caught by surprise after the honeymoon. Then Lakeisha said, know yourself and what you require. If you date with a view, wow, guys, to marriage, then you won't waste your years being anyone's boyfriend, girlfriend.
Listen, that's the thing.
Facts.
It's so funny how people be in these long. I know two couples. One of them was together for 10 years, the other one for 11. And I'm thinking to myself, see, what you're not going to have me do is be a girlfriend for 11 years. That's what I'm not doing. Unless there were certain circumstances that prevent us from getting married, okay. It would have to be a very valid reason as to why we can't progress to the next thing.
Right.
But I'm not just gonna wait around in hopes of something that you don't even know is coming because y'all can't talk about serious things.
Right.
And then like, I don't know. I just feel like too many people in relationships are surprised by things that should have been discussed. Like, okay,
True.
let's use Jeannie Mai, for example. Poor thing. So she was in a
Not
relationship
anymore.
with, well, yeah. She was in a relationship. What was his name?
And who cares?
She was in a relationship with her husband for 10 years. And then when they got a divorce, you know what she said? She said she knew it was not going to work from the beginning. And I'm like, so you people. What?
She said, girl, he would need to be in prison war camp for you to wait that long. Stop playing.
And even if he was in prison, that's my sign to peace out. Okay?
Wendy, girl, don't kill me.
Unless you were
Continue.
framed. That's a different. Maybe I was. I don't know if I'm stay. Who knows? Read the comments out to me. I can't
funny.
start from
Y'all
Amanda after
funny.
facts.
Okay, facts. That's been my thing. If they get scared off now, you know they weren't on the same page as you anyways.
Yep.
Minus the time invested. Wendy said, Lakeisha, you in here preaching. Amen. Dating as boyfriend and girlfriend is a modern concept. Dating as boyfriend and girlfriend is a modern concept.
I think it's that the traditional is like courting somebody.
Right.
Instead of just to date. Like, no, court me. Like, we're intentionally planning for marriage.
Okay. Girl, yeah.
Let me know if I'm right.
Yes, you are right.
Okay.
That's the end of all the comments.
Yeah, no, one thing I will never do is suppress myself for just wanting to be in a relationship to say I'm in one. Okay, and then what does that do? And then, nah, I will never.
Yeah.
I saw too many of my friends just be in meaningless relationships. And what you don't realize is those all play a part in the person that you become later on.
Right.
You're letting so many people into your life and in between your legs to where slowly you're starting to change and your ideologies are starting to morph into multiple other people's ideologies because you're inviting them into your personal space intimately. So I feel like I'm the most self-assured I have ever been. And a lot of that is catalyzed by the fact that I've had time to myself and develop the person that I want to be and to dig deep into who I am spiritually, mentally, who I want to be as a daughter, as a sister, as a working woman, as a Black woman, as all these things, rather than spending my time trying to please somebody who is banking on me pleasing them as a form of us being together. Like, I'm just there as your lapdog. I do what you want me to do, whatever. 10 years down the line, I'm here like, man, and I knew I shouldn't have stayed with him because I didn't want to do those things. And I knew he was making me the person he wanted me to be rather than allowing me to be the person who I am. Nah. If you are scared Bye, boo. Run away, love.
That's deep.
Yeah, sorry. Took it there. Took it there.
All right. And then the next couple.
Okay, and then the last couple, Ashley and Hollywood. So with Ashley and Hollywood is now ready to marry Ashley. However, Ashley has now changed her mind and is like, well, I'm not ready. I forget what the reason was. My husband and I had serious life convos the first 3 months. Yes! Still had fun, but we talked about our family, history, and mental health, kids, intimacy, expectations, everything. Expectations. And I even think too, like, a timeline is necessary to disclose. That's in my opinion. I feel like for me, I would have to tell the person that I'm with that I'm not going to be your girlfriend for more than 3 years. If in 3 years you still don't know, what were we talking about for 3 years? Like, what were we talking about? Again, I said there are certain circumstances where I can understand why people don't get married. However, say all the ducks were in a row, and 3 years down the line you're still questioning, what were we doing for 3 years? What were we doing?
Right.
This is why I'm scared of love. Oh, Natalie's a new person. Or maybe you're just now talking. Scared of love because it makes you justify the trashness.
I agree, but it doesn't have to be that way.
It doesn't have to be that way. But for a lot of people, it is that way. And it's so unfortunate. Like, let me bring back the guy from the beginning who tried it. Oh, y'all, I'm still livid. Ugh, disgusting. Actually, for the people who are late,
oh no,
let me show y'all this man who really tried my entire life.
Poor man getting outed on
Hey
his
there,
truth.
how you doing? Remember Ronald? Seen you. Was interested. How you doing?
Just one more time for the new people.
Oh,
And here's
my
why I bring them up.
goodness.
Where's he
DMs.
from? Yeah, from my Instagram DMs, talking about I should be interested in him because he thinks I'm pretty. And like Natalie's saying, if I was somebody with low, let me finish my statement before I read. If I was somebody with low self-esteem and who believed that I should just take whatever I can get, a man just telling me he thinks I'm pretty would be enough to be like, oh, well, of course, hey, babe. Like, no, absolutely not. That should not be the case whatsoever. However, the struggles of dating almost make you feel like you should just accept the trash because what else is coming? I know you are not doubling. Why are you commenting? Just speak.
Why not?
Just speak. You're right here.
I didn't want to interrupt you. This is what I get for being a polite cousin.
Whatever.
Not trying to take over this page because apparently it's her channel, not mine.
Exactly. It is my channel, not yours.
Anyway, hey Elijah.
What y'all talking about? Natalie, that's why you gotta find those red flags ASAP before the feelings kick in. Exactly. Hey y'all, guess it's back. I forgot it was Monday. All good, Elijah. He is so into himself, Lakeisha. You were here at the beginning, you know. You saw him twice now. What?
You didn't read my comment.
Elijah says, hey y'all, Natalie, that was so embarrassing. Why are some men like this? Don't they feel their foolishness? But yeah, some people do fall for that. Politeness gets no love. Shut up.
Period, Lakeisha.
What did I miss? Oh, we're basically just talking about relationships.
Yeah.
But now we're focused on Natalie's comment about how dating sometimes makes you feel like you should accept the trash just because, you know, what else is there being offered? And in regards to this guy, I told him I'm not interested, but the way I wrote it, there was a typo. So he took that as I don't speak English. So now he's like, oh, you're a weirdo. What's wrong with you? Speak English, da da da. Like, what the F is wrong with you? Do you need to learn English? Once you learn English, come talk to me.
And he had typos, by the way.
Hello, he did. And I'm thinking to myself, even he has low standards because he's out here calling me a weirdo, that I'm effing weird, that I need to go and learn English, but still is pursuing me in all the statements he was saying. So I'm like, sir, you don't even have standards for yourself.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not saying people who are foreigners are lower standards. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this is something that he has determined within himself to be something he would not want, right? However, he's just so I don't know if he just doesn't get attention, and he just thought, oh, I see a bigger girl, because that was his intro. He liked that I'm bigger, and because she's a bigger girl, she must give me the attention because I called her beautiful. No. One thing I will do is stay single until I find the one. You hear me? That is one thing I will always do. You will never find me in a that's why I've never been in a relationship. You will never find me in a relationship with somebody who's mediocre. Like, not happening. And it's so funny too, because when you look back retrospectively, all those people would have messed me up, y'all. All these guys that I've liked would have messed me up. So thank God. What's happening in there?
Said, well, Amanda, I tossed and or blocked the trash that came my way.
Hallelujah.
As you should. Wendy said, there is quality out there. The standard has become so low that it's trained men to expect less.
Oh.
Speak aloud, ourselves. You will stand out.
Sorry, can I just say it's trained men to expect less, or women?
I see it
because I feel like it's trained women to expect less and men to give less.
Because that's what
like
they expect.
Men, okay,
not
sure.
to be given, like not to work so hard. I think that's
Okay.
what she meant to say, though.
Okay, yeah.
You will stand out and attract higher value men by being patient and maintaining high standards. Lakeisha said, big women does not equal desperate.
Absolutely not. Also, too, here's the thing that I was telling Nikki earlier. I thank God for the men that I have in my life. Well, okay, hold on. I thank God for my father and brothers. That's it. Because they taught me at a young age I was beautiful. I don't need a man to tell me I'm beautiful. I already know I'm beautiful. I'm affirmed by my father. I'm affirmed by my brothers. Like, that's not something that I need somebody to swoop in and be like, has anybody told you you're beautiful? I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you very much. So I've had the image of, like, my parents have been together. This year is their 33rd year anniversary. I've seen success in relationships. I've seen what what a loving person looks like. Like, he doesn't just say he loves you, he'll show it.
Right.
He exhibits it. It's not just words just to get you to do what they want you to. No, you know? So when people come with their mediocre stuff, I'm like, oh, you don't realize the example has already been set, baby. And it's higher than anything you're offering right now. Something so simple as whenever my dad takes my bags, I go on Instagram and I record. I'm like, men, pay attention. This is the standard. My dad is making it very hard for you right now. If you can't even meet him, let alone surpass him, don't even try it. Don't even try it.
Yeah, baby.
What the comments saying?
And Natalie said, what? Laughing face,
Who
laughing
said?
face. Natalie.
Oh.
Rejection is real. Well, now it's moving. That's probably why many people settle. And yeah, I agree. You have to peep the red flags before feelings set in. But sometimes the sauce is too sweet.
Oh, girl,
Yeah.
No, open your
agree
eyes.
I agree with her. You
I
just
agree.
need to
I have
be-
been lost in the sauce, but not enough for him to actually like
Mhm.
get far.
Honestly, what helps is, you know the standard that you
What's
need
going on
in
with
your
this
life?
parting? How many braids are left? I can't even tell.
Okay, anyway, it's good to know the standards you have in your life, but also have friends that have the same standard. That's what helps because when you start to falter and you go on the girl group, you need people who be like, baby, you in the sauce, we out of it. Let me tell you,
Listen,
no.
my best friend back in the day would always say, like, Elaine, why are you single? Elaine, I wish I was a guy to see what it takes to have you, da 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 da, whatever.
It takes nothing.
And
Is that just me?
it takes nothing.
It doesn't take as much as people
It doesn't take as
make
much
it
as people
seem.
think. However, I know what I want in life. So don't think that just because I'm like, ooh, he could get it, that you actually gonna get it though. No. But my point was, now she looks back at me and she's like, honestly, the people who I wanted you to be with were absolute trash anyways. And this is when you need people in your circle who, and mind you, we were young, misguided, so I'm not blaming her. But I'm saying, like she's saying, you need people in your life to be like, skirt, what are you doing? You know you would not let me be with that person. So why are you letting yourself be with that person?
Okay.
Ooh, these comments are okay.
They're
We missed some
fire.
comments.
Fire.
So-
Okay. I feel like some men can
Who's
get
this?
away doing stuff women.
Who's this?
Elijah.
Okay.
EP. I don't know what that means, Elijah.
What?
Good to have you in here.
What do you say?
I feel like some men can get away doing stuff.
Mm. Well, yeah.
We'll keep reading though. You'll probably explain. Natalie said at Wendy, do you feel that the quality of men has reduced, especially with the hookup culture and baby mama culture, where asking for marriage is seen as too far, like the older guy at Ready to Love. Ooh,
Okay. Let's address that.
Raymond, now.
I actually personally don't feel that that men have changed.
Hey, Jessie from Australia. Hey, girl.
Why are you
up? For you.
Ain't it late?
Anyway,
Girl.
hey, girl.
Cheers.
We're receiving the love.
Yes, I receive still. So here's my thing. I feel like as women, as men, as everybody, because I know it's not just women in here, the general public has allowed for mediocrity to win. So men are now like, well, if 12 other women are just okay with me not opening the door, me not, being respectful, me not having to court you, why am I going to try harder for you? However, you'll see maybe 10, 15 years down the line, these men who were here for the floozies are now looking for the girls who they had to try harder for because they realize being with the floozy is not sustainable. So I don't think men have changed. I just think it has become easier to do less and be rewarded for less. Y'all remember that thing last week that was going when the guy was saying that men should be praised for being faithful because it goes against their natural disposition or whatnot. And I'm thinking to myself, this is so sad. The fact that you want praise for something that should be a given. If you're choosing to be with me, the requirement is that you are faithful. I shouldn't even have to ask you to be faithful. And you want praise for that? Should I praise the dog for eating? Should I praise the baby for crying? What? Sir.
Don't kill me.
So no, I don't think necessarily that the men have changed. I think that we've just allowed too many things to slide, and it's become easier to be subpar, and they get praised for being subpar. And it turns out later down the line, they try to fix up anyways because they realize that life is not sustainable.
Right.
There are a lot of trash men though. That's not going to change. I feel like we've just given them a bigger stage, so it looks like there's more, but there's still a lot of good quality men. We just gotta look hard and find out.
Hallelujah. You're gonna like this. Lakeisha said, I enjoyed my singleness, focused on my spiritual health, traveled, enjoyed family and friends. Yes, it can be lonely, but it's fleeting. Then boom, here comes babe.
Hey.
Hey.
Listen, That's the season I'm in right now. Like I always
Yeah.
complain about being single. However, everybody knows that like I'm not the one to just get into relationships or whatever. If that was the case, y'all, I would have dated bare people by now.
Right.
But my thing is, if I have to be single in order to wait for that one, and if it only is the one man that I end up experiencing, I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that.
And what I just said, I mean, especially with big girls, because we have insecurities about ourselves.
Elijah said
So
we.
they think they can control us and make them feel.
Yes, baby. You and I.
Wendy said, yes, the hookup culture makes saving oneself for marriage and even marriage obsolete.
Let's
But
not talk
trust
about
that
saving
a quality
ourselves.
man will appreciate a woman who holds herself to a high standard. It's worth the wait. You hear
Yes,
that, Elaine?
worth
It's
the
worth
wait.
the wait.
I am. Wait, don't be saying that.
Elijah, you saying things under your breath, so I'm saying,
I know.
sis,
I'm just saying the wait is also hard.
This is true.
It's worth the wait, but it is very difficult.
This is true. This is true. Elijah said they're only one keeping us feel more than what we are. The trash man. I get you. I get you. Yes, Wendy, Natalie, I think that's what I'm holding on to, working on myself, but sometimes the streets are cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Dang, y'all been commenting today. Good lord.
Natalie said, thanks, Wendy. I'm going to continue having hope, not settling and waiting for that quality hope. But the difficulty is keeping hope when loneliness kicks in. Girl, you have a support group every Monday.
Honestly, you have a support group every Monday.
We're here with you.
We're satisfied. We're single and satisfied, but also we feel the love.
Yes.
We do feel them.
Yes. So we got you. Wendy, absolutely. That's what I meant by men expecting less, because that means they can get away with offering less.
Mm-hmm.
Jessie from Australia says, I love food. Plus, I have 2 babies and I love every curve and tiger stripe they show my love for my children. And I don't want my boys to think women are amazing. Oh, I want my boys to think women are amazing no matter our shape.
Yes, Jessie. And can I talk about that? So the guy that I followed who prompted all these random people following me, he was like, what?
You got love from Italy, girl!
Oh, shut
Hey,
up.
Italy!
What's
Hey,
up,
Ornella from Italy! Yes! Okay,
Yo,
anyway,
y'all
continue what
pulling
you're
in.
saying.
Y'all pulling up.
Continue what you're saying.
So yeah, my thing is like, I don't know where plus size and insecurity became synonymous. I would love to know where that came in. And I'm not going to say that insecurities never were a part of my life. I still have many insecurities. However, the self-love that I have is beyond. Is beyond. So don't ever think you pitying me because I am not your archetype. I'm not your standard. I'm not your standard of beauty. That I should be grateful for the attention that you're bestowing upon my miserable life. Nigga, if you don't give a fuck out of me.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I had a moment.
Ornella from Italy says, I love your content, how articulate you are in the delivery of your thoughts, how you're able to use any frivolous topic to actually start mature conversations. Aw, thank you. Okay. Ciao, Bella. Yes, Lakeisha. We called it over here.
That's so funny.
What's next? Elijah, I feel like some men want women to make them feel like they are more than what they are, or what people say about them, or let the women beg for their permission because they feel entitled because of what? Society and the media say. Because of what society and the media say.
No, it's true. And I mean, like it I feel like it is my job to build up my man. However,
Natalie, yes.
Like I'm not here to just be your self-esteem booster. Like, oh well, look at this one. She likes to be with me. Like she, and I like to be with you because I don't have a choice. Like, no, that's not the case. Like I'm not your self-esteem booster. However, I will build you as my man. And you don't even have to be my man for me to build you. Like I try to build up Black men at any opportunity that I can. But don't be thinking out here that that it is by your grace and your mercy that I am with you.
Are you God? No.
Once that even becomes a train of thought, just know me out.
Period. Natalie asked, do you also think mothers have to take responsibility for the way their sons are acting?
I do.
100%.
I
Because
do.
your children are a blank canvas. They're a clean slate. Their parents mold and shape them.
They are a tabula rasa.
Period. I didn't know if they would know, but we're cultured and educated over here.
Tabula rasa.
So yeah, of course, it's your parents' responsibility, and they soak up everything, honey, everything. So yeah.
And like I said, like the picture of
mothers
loving
and fathers,
husband, yes.
mothers and fathers.
The picture of a loving husband has already been painted for me. I saw it. I almost said for 33 years. I saw it for 24 out of the 33 years.
Right.
You know, so they didn't have to explicitly tell me, hey, this is how you're supposed to love, this is how you're supposed to treat people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they set a good example. And just because there isn't a father figure or a mother figure in the household doesn't mean that there aren't ways to still teach how to be respectful, to still teach how to properly love somebody, or to be vulnerable. Like a lot of men are just so guarded and I mean, like, society makes men feel like emotions are scary or whatever. So like it's more than just the household.
Right.
But even just the saying like boys will be boys. No. Hold your boys up to the same standard you hold your girls up. Why is it the girls who have to wait around as the doting wife waiting for their man to come correct because they out here being whatless in the streets?
Girl.
No, I feel like it is the parents' responsibility to show a good example or even to outline where they made mistakes. So you're like, listen, I know you see me and the things that I do, and this is not what I want for you. Here is where I wish I could have done better. And I'm hoping that you learn from my mistakes and you improve in your own life. It doesn't always have to be the example that you show because sometimes circumstances don't allow.
Right.
But you can take those moments as teaching moments and be like, listen, you see me. I could have done this better. I could have done that better. Now that I'm older, I know, but you have the opportunity to not even have to experience what I've experienced.
Wendy said, at Natalie, the Bible. There's so many chords and stuff going on here, in here. But yeah, the Bible says a man who finds a good wife is blessed. Use this time to prepare your heart and soul for marriage while maturing into a woman who will make a man delighted to be your covering. This hurts, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Like you just said, mom and dad should be thinking about how they raise their children, period. These are the conversations that you should be having with your boyfriend and girlfriend. And things that, yeah, conversations can be had, but also be attentive of how they treat children or how they treat other people. And you'll find that they will teach their children the same. So be attentive as much as have the conversations. And Natalie said, Italy, what time is it over there? It's 3 a.m. here in the UK. I couldn't sleep and I have walked into a gem of a conversation.
Yay, we're glad you're here. I don't know what time it is in Italy, but girl, it's only 8 p.m. where we're at.
This is true.
Oh boy.
Wait, where's Wendy? Wendy, where you at? Where you located? She said it's 10 p.m.
She's probably on the East Coast.
Ah, right.
Because if I was at home,
right. Wasn't it Wendy who said she's close to Montreal or somewhere? Yeah.
Because if I was at home, it would be 10 o'clock right now.
I like that accountability, but accountability is so hard for certain people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes the person naked to their own flaws.
Yeah.
Wait, which accountability? What was being said?
I don't remember what was being said, but honestly, guys, the greatest lesson that I've learned, like throughout my years, is introspection. It was the hardest thing for me. It was so easy to blame other people for your faults and the reason why your life is panning out the way that it is. It is so hard to look within yourself and see, oh shit, I'm the problem. It's so hard to do that, but when you do, oh my gosh, it is so freeing to be able to pinpoint your faults acknowledge that there's a chance for them to change, and then figure out ways on how to change them and how to make yourself a better person. Like, yeah, it's hard to be accountable, but accountability, man, accountability is like the biggest part of any battle, honestly. If you're trying to lose weight, accountability on the actions that you're doing that are forcing you not to lose weight. If you're constantly in relationships that you're getting cheated on, accountability of what your standards have been and the fact that you've been allowing mediocrity into your life is a big part of the battle. Like, literally, with almost anything that you're struggling with, accountability is going to take you 80% of the way there to the goal that you're trying to get to. So,
sorry, Wendy, you're in Vermont, like in Montreal, or you're somewhere near Vermont? Let's get that clarification. But Elijah said, so do you think this is why men act like this because of society? And do you have anything that parents should do to make everyone seem equal no matter what you are?
I think, like, to some extent, society is always going to have a say in how people are, like, in as much as, like, okay, in as much as you try to raise your kids to be the way that you would like them to be, society is always going to have a hand, because we're forced to be social beings. We're forced to go to school where you're supposed to assimilate to the culture of school. At church, there's a culture. At work, there's a culture. We're always forced to conform to whatever environment that we're in, right? So what would be the advice that I would say to parents? Instill self-love in kids. Like, when people seek validation from others, that's what makes it harder to be strong in your own decisions, because you are not the one who gives yourself gratification. You're not the one who reinforces your thing. Like, you always look to somebody like, oh, do you approve? Because if you approve, then I'll keep doing it. And that's how I was saying, it's so easy now for men to be mediocre because they've been approved in their actions. They've been approved in their whatless behavior. I say whatless, it's a Caribbean term. It just means, like, I was going to say wasteman, which is a Toronto term. It just means, like, willy-nilly. I don't know.
Not willy-nilly.
Not willy-nilly. It just means, you know what I mean. Y'all can infer. But yeah, what I would say to parents is, honestly, just instill self-love in your kids. Instill that, listen, you are the person that you are because God made you this way. We love you however way that you are. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You don't need validation from other people. You can do whatever it takes in order to be in whatever space that it is comfortably, but you don't have to conform to what they're telling you to do. Like, okay, say at work, the culture is always to go out with them every Friday. Yo, I had this one job. Everybody always wanted me to go out with them. And it's not that I don't go out. It's not that I don't go out. It's that I don't want to go out with y'all. But they started to, like, kind of ostracize me a bit because I didn't want to be like that. And you know who was not fazed? Me. Because I knew what I wanted to do, and it was not that. So I just feel like, instill self-love. Coming back to this stupid man on Instagram, whatever example it is that has been framed for relationships for me has already been laid out.
Right.
So there's nothing you can tell me that's going to be so revolutionary that I would be like, wow, like, you've really put me on. No, I already know what I want in life because my parents have showed it to me. They have told me, they have taught me. And it might not be the same picture that's been painted for everybody. She was raised different from me. However, I can't go and tell her, hey, you've been raised wrong. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. No, her parents instilled in her that who she is who she needs to be at all times. And it doesn't matter what anybody says. Same thing for me. So I can't come to her and tell her you've been raised wrong. Vice versa, she can't do the same to me. So yeah, that was long-winded. However, that's that.
Yeah, it's hard because some people just are born in trash families and they become trash and they begat trash. So there's that. But I think the cool thing about the new generation, like our generation, is that we're having these conversations.
Yeah.
We're being attentive to what went wrong in past generations and trying to fix that. So the best
curses,
exactly. So the best we can do is have children and teach them better ways, teach them to be better humans. And that's it.
I know we've missed a lot of comments.
Yeah. Yes, Natalie, when I asked my mom to come to therapy, she actually said, I know I need it, but I don't want to feel all those feelings.
Wow.
She actively chose to bury. Natalie said, when my friend told me that in someone's story, you are the oppressor, that shook my world.
It's true.
I was like,
you are always the
"Innocent
villain
me?"
in someone's story.
That's true. That's not always true, Natalie. LOL. I will say we all get on someone's nerves, though. LOL.
No, you can be the villain in a lot of people's story, y'all. Don't get it
Yeah.
twisted. We're not always the victim.
Natalie, oh wow, Lakeisha, that is real. Not wanting to feel all those feelings. What do you think is the outcome of continual suppression of things that you need to deal with?
Depression.
Well, as psychologists,
I honestly would say depression. And I think too, people mistake depression as you're always sitting in the dark, you're always crying, you're always sad. There are so many functionally depressed people out there. I was one of them. Literally, people had no idea that I was like struggling with mental health issues. So I would say the result is like toxic behaviors, depression, just like all things negative, because I mean, anything under pressure is going to burst. So what makes you think you're going to be different? Literally anything under pressure is going to burst.
Right.
So, yeah.
Jesse says, if society has a whack opinion, teach your babies this is only an option, and if it doesn't come from a place of love, then it is not true and it is toxic positivity. I think I get what you're saying. Wendy says, where I am is in Vermont. Huh? Where
You
I am
asked
in
where she
Vermont.
at.
Sorry, I'm trying to read it properly. It's not making sense in my head. Where I am in Vermont is 2 hours from Montreal. Okay.
I thought we discussed this last
2
time. Why are
hours.
you still confused about Vermont?
Anyway, I'm here now. We're here. We are here.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Next. Lakeisha says, Natalie, for my mom, it was not being able to fully experience close friendships. She was a generous person and loving, but her closeness with friends and family was limited. Ooh. Okay. Wendy, even positive validation can be false or lead us in the wrong direction. So seeking validation from people is typically not a good habit to form.
So true. Listen, like the fairy tale lifestyle is also as detrimental as exhibiting bad, a bad life for your kids, because just like I said, like you're going to be the villain in somebody's story. I'm sure there are people there who would never believe that, who always think that if things go wrong, they're the victim, which is so bad, which is almost negative positivity, toxic positivity, whatever it is that you said. Like, it's just as bad to think that your life is always going to be peaches and roses and stuff, because when crap hits the fan, you're not going to know how to deal, because you've never had to deal with adversity. You've never had to,
Right.
face the bad things in life. Like for me, my parents, this is going to be weird, but whatever, we're going to get a little morbid. They never took me to funerals because they didn't want us to experience death like that, right? However, y'all, the first funeral that I ever went to, I was 22.
I'm 22.
The first funeral I ever went to was 22. When I tell you, my body did not even know how to process what was going on. It was so physically overwhelming. And I'm not saying my parents should have taken me to more funerals. However, I would have liked for us to have more conversations on loss. Like for me to be able to rationalize what loss really is before I had to experience it in such an overwhelming kind of environment like that. So that's just an example of what I'm saying, where too much positivity can be just as detrimental. Where are we in the question, in the comments? We're at the end?
Nope.
Yikes.
This one. How you're raised and environment has a big role to play, but
Mhm.
anyone can rise above their circumstances, and having a good person / people to be there for them.
I want to listen.
Listen and do, ma'am. Anyway, lots of hearts from Jesse. Natalie says, okay, question. If if you have the opportunity, or if you had the opportunity, would you become the baby mama to a famous rapper, i.e.
Ooh, child.
Drake? I'd do
Ooh,
anything for Drake,
child.
girl. The reason I ask is because I always wonder why women offer their rooms for men who are not, if they're not married to. For men.
Listen, if I had the opportunity to be anybody's baby mama, it would be my husband's baby mama. Okay, that don't matter if you're a rapper or the sales rep at Target. I don't freaking know. Like,
I thought of Target too.
like it wouldn't matter to me. Like, I think the reason why women, the reason why some women want to be turkey basters is because it's
Money.
it seems like a for sure source of income for the next minimum 18 years of life. However, the child did not ask for this life. And let's use, is it Eddie Murphy?
I don't know.
Eddie Murphy got how many kids, y'all? And claims none of them. 50 Cent, whose own kid looks just like him, refuses to claim him. Why? Because the people that they had entanglements with were not people they planned on having long relationships with. And when they got pregnant, they thought, oh, well, now he's going to be good to me because I'm now the mother of his kid, or now I'm going to, be able to live a sustainable life because I have his kid. No. So would I ever? Never.
I don't know. Drake sounds kind of tempting.
Okay.
But some people do it for money. I've realized even in real situations like close to home and stuff like that, lots of people have children so that they can keep their men, not because they want to keep these children and grow new humans for the earth.
Oh,
and,
you are hitting real close to home. Good God.
Sorry.
Oh, she's
this is how I learned.
Ooh,
This
she's
is how I learned.
Ooh, she's shady.
I'll let y'all know.
She's
Listen,
shady.
I said I learned from mistakes that happen close to home. How else am I supposed to learn? Okay?
Yikes.
So yeah, and this is where self-love and self-worth come in, guys. If you don't have that, you'll think, oh, I need to do anything to keep a man. No, you don't.
Yo, I was watching
You're the
this
treasure.
show called Deaf U. It's on Netflix. It's about the deaf students who attend Gallaudet University. And one of the guys, he had a very tumultuous childhood. And so when he got with his girlfriend, well, they're not together anymore, but he tried to, so like when he was ejaculating, he latched onto her. He was trying to force her to get pregnant. And so, so toxic. So when they talked about it like a year later or whatever, she had an abortion, and she asked him, did you do that on purpose? Like, were you trying to get me pregnant? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, why? And he says he never had a family, so he hoped that he could just create his own family. And then it's so crazy because you look at them, and yes, they had that conversation, but they don't talk anymore. They don't move the way that they did back then. And like, in as much as you wanted to build a family, you wanted to have a child with somebody, having a child doesn't guarantee that the problems are going to be mended. Having a baby does not guarantee that the trauma that he was experiencing from coming from a broken household would be fixed. Like that if anything, it could probably trigger more stuff, because who knows if she was going to stay with you or not. Who knows how the custody stuff was going to go. Was she even going to let you see the child, let alone be present in the child's life? So don't think that babies save relationships. Babies is going to be your meal ticket. Baby, don't bring these babies into this. They did not ask for this. So stop saying Drake is tempting. No, he's not. No, he is not.
I heard he got a lot of Birkin bags.
Oh my gosh, sick of these Birkin bags.
Anyway, Lakeisha said, yes, my mom was depressed. I was the first person in my family to get help for my mental illness and be vocal about it.
Good for you.
I feel blessed.
Good for you.
Wendy said,
As psychologists, we
we're
approve this
very
message.
proud of you. We approve that message.
Yes.
Wendy said, at Natalie, people often say that they are gold diggers, but most of these dysfunctional behaviors are rooted in fatherlessness or emotionally unavailable fathers, as Elaine said. So, yes, girl. Natalie said, you are literally a pioneer, Lakeisha, seeing an issue and tackling it, then letting the issue affect generations.
Agreed.
Yes, and that's why I was saying this generation gives me hope. Like, we're seeing the problems and we're going to put a stop to it, and I'm so happy about it. Natalie, yes, Wendy, fatherlessness either physically or emotionally affects people's decisions.
Just because that man is in the house does not mean he's being a father. The same as vice versa for women. It's less likely that a woman is going to be detached from their child just because of how, childbirth happens and all that. But yeah, just because somebody's in the house does not mean they're, upholding their parental duties.
I didn't realize how much till I met other people from different walks of life. Lakeisha said, thanks, Natalie. I try. I continue to learn and grow. And that's all we hope for, Lakeisha.
That's it.
Jessie says, I was adopted. My biological mother had 12 of us, and we were all adopted out. But I was very fortunate to be adopted with my brother into a very nice family, and this is so rare.
Wow, it is rare. They love to split kids up, man.
That is so beautiful and sad, but beautiful. Lakeisha, babies do not save relationships.
Ever.
Say it again.
And honestly, just because your relationship is on the ups because of the baby, because of now the circumstances that you're in, I still wouldn't attribute that to the baby. I would attribute that to people realizing that in order to be better parents, we're going to have to be better to each other.
Yeah.
But don't think that, it was the baby. No. It's your change in mindset.
Wendy says, yes, the women being repeated baby mamas are often repeating a pattern that they have learned, but it is rooted in their own fatherlessness. Wow. Yeah.
No, because seriously, think about it. We talked about generational curses.
Right.
Like, most likely, a girl who is a teen mom is a product of a teen mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for me, I think, I don't want to say this. I'll pass. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not saying it.
Wendy said, we focus on mothers, but don't realize how much brokenness comes from fathers not being around.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. Lakeisha, yes, Wendy. I cannot imagine life without my dad. Seeing my nephew go without has had an impact on me, I guess. Elijah, do you think a child is sometimes the reason they should get back together, even though their relationship is bad or not working? No, guys, no, please don't. Like I said, children are blank canvases. They absorb everything. And so if you're taking a troublesome relationship and you're showing that to your kids, your kids pick up on everything. Even when you decide to go in a bedroom and fight in the bedroom, they will pick it up. They're like animals. Not even. They're like animals. Animals pick up or sense danger even though they don't see it, right?
Instincts.
So they sense it, guys. They're very, very smart.
Listen, I don't know if you guys watch Teen Mom or not, but one of the couples there, what?
That lady with the
no, not her. Somebody else.
I was about to say that even too as an example.
I'm tackling Elijah's question. In that relationship, this girl had twins with her high school boyfriend and then had her third child with another guy who she ended up marrying because they were having a kid. So they ended up getting a divorce, and she was abusing drugs at the time. It just wasn't a good situation. However, the older the child got, they thought maybe we should stay together for the sake of the kids, right? The girl's name is Addie. The youngest girl, her name is Addie. So she would say, so Dad, are you going to marry my mom now? Or if they aren't talking for a while, Dad, why aren't you talking to my mom? Or Mom, why are you treating Dad like that? Or why are you whatever? The kid is seeing now when you guys are now having issues and whatever, she can tell they're staying in it because of me. So now she feels responsible when things aren't going right. So I feel never, ever stick it out just for the sake of the kids. stick it out because you want to be a good partner to this person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a lot of people think that a good father equates a good partner.
Right.
Not always.
Wow.
I have seen amazing fathers who cannot for the life of them get along with the baby mama. But when it's them and their kid, phenomenal. Phenomenal person. So I would never say stay in a relationship just solely because of the kids. There has to be more than that.
Yeah.
Because the kids see that. They pick up on that. And it's a disservice to all of you because now you're in this resentful relationship and your only reasoning is because you just want to do it for the kids. But what about you?
Right.
You can't be the best parent if you don't feel your best self.
Right.
That goes for fathers and mothers.
Agreed. And we actually had like childhood friends or neighborhood friends or whatever. And they were like, it sucks that they're staying together for us. Like, we can't wait till we move out so they can break up because their parents did not get along and they could sense that. And it was horrible for them. So it's like, let's just be happy and be separated than be,
I'd rather that.
depressed and in the same house. Like, no. So don't do that to the children. Children. Oh, wait. Okay. Yes, that's amazing, Jessie. Thank you for sharing your story. Yes, and Natalie thanks all of us for sharing personal stories. We got you, girl.
That's a family up in here.
Period. So Elijah said, I feel like people are putting their whole relationship on the child, and the child is supposed to pick up the pieces and solve their problems.
And even if you don't put it on the kid would assume responsibility anyways. Yeah. Kids know when things aren't going right, so they feel like, what can I do to make mommy and daddy happy? And it's not their place whatsoever. It's not their job at all.
Wendy said, children are a reason for the parents to do the hard work during the separation to heal the issues before coming back together.
Exactly. It's not the actual child who healed it. It was a change in mindset.
Right. Natalie said, I know this is off topic, but did y'all hear that Larsa Pippinti? Child, I know sometimes we can envy Celine life, but could never be me. Who's that? What's the
you're
story?
Gonna have to tell us what the story is.
Because we heard another sad celebrity story that made us not want to envy the celebrity or the famous life. The rich life. That guy that died from Zimbabwe.
Oh, dead.
Oh, yes. Too soon. Too soon. Jessie said, my mom, she couldn't have children, and honestly, she was born to be an amazing mother. So many women struggle with fertility, and the day Ryan and I came home, the whole family and street was there. Thank you so much, Lakeisha. I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. We know somebody too who is just having like trouble having kids. And honestly, I see the motherly spirit in her, and it's what I want for her so badly.
Yeah.
Honestly, like we're Christians, so we believe like God is going to do what God is going to do in God's time. Mm-hmm. However, not everybody's meant to be a mother, and also sometimes circumstances don't provide for people who should be mothers to be mothers. So it's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's it. We're up to date.
Yep.
Wow, for once.
Finally. Hey, 14 people. It's so crazy. Only a few people are active in the comments, but there's so many more watching. I appreciate y'all.
And shout out to, I have to say this shout out to the people who go back and watch the whole 2 hours.
Yes.
Y'all. Wow. I'm so glad that we can have these conversations live, but the fact that you guys feel like the conversations we're having are pertinent enough to want to rewatch and engage and not want to miss out, that's dope. So to the people rewatching right now, when you watch it, thank you.
Natalie said Larsa, she used to be friends. Can you calm down? Larsa, she used to be friends with all the Kardashians. Apparently, she was messing with Tristan on the low. Took Tristan to some event and introduced him to Khloe. 10 days later, Tristan and Khloe. Yikes.
Well, damn.
When you're not loyal in friendships.
Listen, I don't keep up with the Kardashians, as ironic as that statement is. They messy over there.
Is it worse for the children who are in foster care because they don't have someone to help them in need or a guide? It depends.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worse or not. Like,
yeah,
I've seen people in home lives where they almost wish they just would just live life on their own.
Right.
Like you can't really say what life is the best life or not. Like the ideal situation is to be in a family where you have a two-parent household with two loving parents.
Mm-hmm.
However, even when that's not the structure that you have in your household, there have been great people formed out of that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't always have to have mom, dad, brother, sister. Mom and dad have been together for 50 years, blah blah blah, in order to become an exceptional human being.
Yeah, I would say it depends, because foster care, you can have good foster parents and really bad foster parents, just like natural like parenthood.
Yeah,
there's good parents and terrible parents.
Some foster parents are just out there for the check. And we know some good foster parents where honestly you would think that those kids were their kids.
Yes, we do. I will be sure watching again. I missed the start. That's okay.
All good.
RB edits for me. Yeah, RB edits. Hey, for me, I believe that a child growing up with a mother and a father that don't get along can honestly affect the children or the child. Parents, should know.
In my opinion.
Oh, in my opinion.
I just learned that one too. I just learned that one too.
I'm old.
We don't know the abbreviation.
It's okay. Teach us though. It's okay. Speak how you speak.
Be old. It's fine.
Should know that the children know what they see from their elders. Thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you guys for being here through this whole process. Y'all are real ones.
Your hair is so
Natalie
greasy.
says, are together. And they were coming for Jordan Woods for just kissing Tristan.
Oh.
Messy.
Yikes.
Just messy. People
so they
aren't your
are
friends.
together.
People are not.
It's not
your
just
friends.
from before, Chloe. It's like still now.
Be careful who your friends are. Just because I'm pretty, you pretty, we all pretty. They're not true friends.
Let me look up who this Larsa chick is. This is wow. That's my phone.
Okay. Jesse said the children in foster care, some do really well and others not so much. It really comes down to personality. Yes. Wendy, it's the same as with regular families. There are some nurturing foster parents and some horrible. Elijah, that is true, Jesse. Elijah, this is off topic, but everyone needs to listen to Amber Riley's EP called Riley. It's amazing.
Yes. I love Amber Riley. I have loved her since Glee.
Here.
I love everything she does. Go watch her on the Terrell Show. Also, I'm surprised some of y'all didn't even know what Song Association was. Go check out Terrell.
Yes.
The Terrell Show on
Tell
YouTube.
Him we sent you. Oh my gosh.
What is that gonna do? We ain't
who cares?
Anyways, we love Terrell. We love Riley.
Yes.
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 Go stream that.
Maybe Terrell will have you on his show.
Girl, don't.
Anyway, tell him we sent you in the comments. Thanks, Elijah. Glad I'm not rambling too much.
You're not rambling.
Rambling is this one, okay? You good. Rambling with pure wisdom and knowledge.
Keep it up.
Queen, you need to come to Vermont to deal with this rat's nest quarantine hair I'm rocking. Yeah. Yes.
And I don't advertise that I do hair, eh? I try not to, just because I don't want to be responsible for people's hairstyles.
Yes, Elijah loves Terrell too. Yes, that's why we family. Natalie, parenting is hard, period. Yes. I was contemplating what parent I would be. I used to be...
And you never know until you are a parent.
Oh, I used to be for smacking, but now I'm rethinking. Me too, girl.
Listen.
Me too. Scotland just banned smacking children. You're in Scotland. Nice.
Interesting.
Hey,
Cinnamon Roll Queen.
Terrell. Yes.
Cinnamon Roll Queen. I actually love that.
Yeah.
Is that No Names cover? No, it's not. Never mind. Sorry.
My grays are taking over as we speak.
Grays are beautiful. I be telling my mom, stop dyeing your hair. I like the gray.
gray
She don't like it.
hair. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
What'd you
Salt
think
and
she was
pepper
saying?
look is nice.
Her name is Larsa Pippen.
Or salt and...
Oh,
Whatever.
her.
Doesn't she look like Chloe? Let me see. Why are you like this?
Messy. Oh, that's so messy. Oh, no. Oh, no,
If
girl.
the Kardashians need real friends, they should hit me up. I'll be loyal to you guys.
Oh, no. Well, you lie with dogs, you get fleas.
Ooh.
You don't know that saying?
Yeah, I do, but dang, that's tough.
You do. All right, y'all. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm just, what else y'all want to talk about? I'm run out of topics. I am all run out of topics. Let me know. I feel like we go from like super light to like hella deep and then back to light. I feel like we're back to light now.
And they love it. It's okay.
It took me years to get it. Yeah, no, I believe you. The silver streaks are cool, man.
Yeah.
They're cool. I'm gonna tell my mom to just get used to it. It is what it is. I know. Y'all gave us a lot to chew on. Are you kidding? Like, I'm almost like trying to be reflective right now in life. Like, am I being the best me I could be?
Yes, Jesse, we love the love. We love the hearts, everything.
No, for real. All right, y'all. I have to go. Bye. I will be sure to watch the stream again. Don't worry, we about to leave. We about to leave real soon. Yes, hit the like. Thank you, Jessica. Tell them.
Yes,
Can I get an amen? We have our first Black woman vice president. Y'all, honestly, I'm so happy for you guys.
Congratulations, man.
I'm so happy for you guys. If that Cheeto was to be president yet again, good God, I don't even know. And it sucks too because like we are all dependent in some form or fashion on America. So what happens over there does inadvertently affect us. So we're happy and we just hope that Kamala and Biden can step up because they're not without fault in what they've done. So it's better than the alternative. However, there's still work to be done.
Thank you so much, Jesse. You're a real one.
Jesse.
You're a real one for real. Let them know.
When you should be sleeping,
Like
girl.
and subscribe.
When you should be sleeping. Y'all, tell me too what you guys would like to see more of. Don't say her because we don't live in the same city, so it's not even going to be possible.
And then we'll find a way. Don't even worry about it.
We're struggling. We are struggling to produce the podcast right now. And she wants to make full visual content. Please. Please. Also, we have a podcast with another friend.
Yeah.
But when my babes sleep,
I'm dead.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, like it doesn't always have to be review stuff on the channel. It can be
exactly, Elijah. Exactly. Period.
I don't like that Zoom sound, y'all. I don't like
That's
it.
also true.
I don't like it.
We'll find something.
Zoom is very notorious for that like computer sound. Ugh. Not a fan. Hey, sorry.
Isaac? Just say
Isaac. Hey, Isaac, what's up? I'd love to see you doing a podcast. We have one. That's the thing. We have one. We started January of this year. It's called Fake It or Faith It. If you have me on Instagram, the link to my Instagram is in the bio. All the information of everything is over there. So yeah.
Check us out, guys.
I think definitely you're.
If you like the two of us, you'll like the third one. She brings a different dynamic.
Oh yeah, she does. I think definitely your opinions on relationships, especially for a young Christian woman. though? Huh? What? Huh?
Well, Natalie, I don't think it's a matter of sacrificing yourself. I think it's becoming one with the values,
Go ahead.
with your Christian values. It's becoming one with your Christian values. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And maybe, not to say that I'm saying leave Christianity, but maybe it's not for you, right? But yeah, I know for me, the values that I adhere to within the Christian realm, within the Christian circle, I've taken to my own. And I've said, you know what, this is good for my life. And I accept this. And I fail too, sis. It happens to the best of us. But you keep trying and you work towards what those values and beliefs are. Her
Yeah.
too. She has different values and beliefs than I, but she adheres to them wholeheartedly.
I'm the heathen of them.
But that works for her, and she still considers herself a Christian. And then there's other people who are like, "No, I can't be a Christian."
Shade.
Ain't no shade.
I feel it is cold under here.
Ain't no shade. I'm just saying, whatever you adhere to within your Christian faith or outside of it, you do that to the best of your ability. You don't have to sacrifice yourself.
It's called Faith or Faith at Elijah, and just because the word faith is in there, it's not like we're talking about Jesus the whole time. Like, nah. Our most recent one that we filmed, but honestly, like, we're just skeptical of putting it out because of the computer sounds. It was talking about freakiness, so we'll see if that gets posted or not.
I hope that made sense, Natalie.
I will add you after this. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Oh yeah, check it out. Yeah. It's on all podcast streaming. Oh my gosh, it's Ghanaian, and I love Ghanaian people. I should have known better.
She really
Asare.
does.
Asare. Am I saying it right? Asare. Are the inflections on the right? Because we're African, so I know how it feels when people say your name wrong. So Asare, is it? Yeah. Okay. How could you blame Father for how? Yeah. I don't get that one.
For how would you feel if you were to bring us? Like, is that a Christian view?
I don't.
Answer us, Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica, you're gonna have to rephrase there. We don't.
How do you know it's Jessica?
Huh? What?
How do you know it's Jessica?
Did
It
I
said
know?
Jessica.
Ain't it Jessica who said it?
It says Jessie.
Oh, sorry. I've read Jessica. I honestly read Jessica. How much is the correct way to approach there is a self-sacrifice in love? So you both should be willing to sacrifice and need to. Yeah. Completely agree with what Wendy said. How do you handle embracing your sexuality? Well, let me tell you. I.e., you as essential being with needs and being a Christian. I feel okay. So here's my thing. Okay, so like,
well, first of all, let's just clarify
what?
that sex is not a bad thing.
Yeah,
And I think Christians, or in the Christian realm, they kind of make it seem like that because we're supposed to wait for sex, wait till marriage for sex. But sex is good.
I was literally gonna say, if you're choosing to be abstinent, I would honestly say take the Christian aspect out of it. That's me. That's me. And here's why. When you base your sexuality on like religion, you almost feel like God's gonna smite you anytime that you fail. Or like if you're raised in a more toxic religious environment, which was my personal experience, I felt like a lot of the things I would do out of fear of I'm going to hell or whatever, this is going to happen or whatever, right? But when I started to say, I want to do this for myself because one, God would like for me to abstain, but also I would like for me to abstain because I see what it's like to be giving myself to other people who don't want to cherish me as their wife or don't see longevity in our relationship. And also just like I believe in soul ties. And I just think like, why would I give myself out to so many people just because?
That's exactly why I was saying like, that's why you need to be one with those values. If
you're
not one with them and you're just like, God will smite me.
And that's what I meant by removing like the religion aspect out of it. Like it is a religious value, but you have to value it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like I know some people who aren't Christian who are waiting just because that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I know some people who are Christian who don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Who are out here slinging that peen,
Yeah.
y'all. Slinging that veggie.
But they are okay with that themselves. And
They
that's
are.
the most important part, honestly. I really do believe God. Well, this might be blasphemous. But I feel like if you do things to the best of your ability yourself and to what you believe and how you are convicted, God will not shame you for that.
Natalie,
What did you say?
girl, that's her.
What? Yes, toxic views. I deeped the flaw in my thinking because I used to say I wanted a man with sexual experience. Girl, that is 100% me. That is 100% me.
But also me, because if you're gonna be
110%
fumbling
me.
and bumbling, what we doing? What we doing?
And then our third friend
What we
believes
doing?
differently. Just
What we
listen to the
doing?
podcast, guys.
You're not gonna be fumbling our first. It is my honeymoon. I don't want you to be like, what is?
But
Is
if
that
he
it?
has experience, if he has experience
Is it that
and
one?
you don't, how do you know you're not still fumbling?
Listen, all I know is we're not gonna be fumbling. Also, I want to talk about like because she also brought up sensuality as well. I used to be so afraid of. Okay, can you sit up here so we can bring it closer? I used to be so afraid of like showing off my body sometimes because a lot of people would think, like, oh, you're being provocative and you're being whatever. Like, first of all, these curves are just there. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
So, I've come to embrace sensuality. Like, I love showing off my cleavage a little bit more. I love showing off my curves. I love whatever. It is not to entice. It's not to be provocative on purpose. It's just like I love my body and I personally feel sexy without the sex. Like I don't, like I just, and whenever you feel truly lonely, I mean, you do what you got to do to get you unlonely.
Next. Next one. For me, it's not about fear of angering God, but about trusting God's way. Exactly. Be one with the faith. As you grow in your faith walk, you realize that everything God commands is out of love to protect us.
Yeah. And that's why I said remove the religion aspect and not God, though. Because religion is where things can get distorted sometimes. Because there are certain things that are more tradition rather than law. So just because this is the way that we've been doing it for however many years, okay, but is that what God wants us to do? So say it for yourself, whatever it is that is a Christian value. If you are a Christian, if you are another religion, if you're not religious at all, whatever it is, just make sure that it is rooted in your personal beliefs, what you want for yourself, rather than what you think other people want for you, because that's when we all fall. Like, I don't know if you guys watch The Love Hour, or you just know Kev on Stage and Melissa, his wife, but she talks about she had Christian guilt about having sex with her husband. Even after they were married, she still felt guilty about having sex with him.
I had to preface and say, sex is good, guys. It's good.
I'm like, they tell you for the longest time, wait till marriage, but they never taught her to be comfortable with her sexuality and to embrace her sensuality. So now she's actually in the parameters that her church has outlined for her, and she's still afraid of it. She's still afraid of shaming God. She's still afraid of disappointing her church community. And it's like, you see where now it gets problematic. So yeah. So, I mean, y'all are probably all older than the both of us, so y'all could do whatever the heck that y'all want to do. However, for anybody else who's younger who feels like I'm a Christian and I'm supposed to abstain, but I don't know what, look into yourself and see what the personal ramifications would be if you weren't to be abstinent. And if it's a decision that you are making for yourself, then nobody can tell you otherwise.
Guys, and we've been saying it pretty much all live. Self-worth, self-love, introspection. And then, if you want to take it a step further into the more Christian direction, read the word for yourself, man. Sometimes.
I got a question. Did y'all know I was Christian, or do y'all just happen to be Christian? Because, like, when we found out last week how many of you guys are Christian, I was like, I don't think I ever prefaced that I'm a Christian. That's so interesting. And also, you don't have to be Christian to be here.
Yes.
You can be non-Christian. It's cool. I'm heathenish too. It's all right.
This girl.
Don't worry about it. Okay, let's talk about dress. Hola, here we go.
How long are you staying, sis?
Cause like, listen, cause like you, I like a little cleavage, a little curve, but then you have people who are like, nope, that's wrong. Listen, let me tell you something. So I'm Zimbabwean, right? When I went home the most recent time, I wore this shirt because it's Zimbabwe. It's hot. Okay, I had a shirt under. Don't look at the sheerness. It's the straps. The lady was saying this is too provocative. These straps, this exact shirt, these straps were too provocative. And I'm thinking to myself, baby girl, it is hot. We are all sweating. There is no way I will burn up here and die out of modesty. Especially because you telling me my shirt is immodest. No, ma'am, it is not. If my shoulder is going to cause a man to fall, that man has to check his ground because his ground is unsolid. You hear me? So my thing with modesty and all that stuff, you know what's pushing the boundary. You know what it is. So if you are doing something to specifically be provocative, you know. But when I got my chest out, I'm doing it for me. And when I'm wearing my tight little skirt, I'm doing it for me. And if it causes you to fall, sir, you got to check yourself. Because why is a knee able to cause you to fall? Ooh, y'all, let me talk about it.
Oh my God.
What? You don't even know what I'm going to say.
Oh my God.
You don't even know what I'm going to say.
I already know.
No, you don't. What
I
am I going to say?
already know.
What am I going to say?
I already know it's
What
going to be
am I going
trouble.
to say?
Go ahead.
So it was my cousin's birthday last week, and I was wearing a nice tight gold skirt. Okay. The shirt, the
Not
cleavage
me.
was covered. No, my other cousin. And one of our uncles made a speech. It was directed at her and also at me. And he was talking about how young girls these days don't know how to dress. And sometimes they dress so provocatively that he can't even look at them. And I'm thinking to myself, first of all, young girls, that was the first issue. Second issue, why is my skirt causing you to think dirty thoughts when you are ooh, I hope my family's not watching this. When you are married, when you are grown, and you should know better, and you should not be lusting over young girls. You know. Also, the other friend who we host a podcast with, she once came to church in a trench coat, y'all, and people still ogled her as if she was naked. So my point on modesty is, you know what your border is. You know what it is. And if you're purposely exposing yourself in order to incite a reaction, I mean, that's between you and whoever you serve. But for me, these hips are here whether I want them to be or not.
Mm-hmm.
This chest is here whether I want it to be or not.
Mm-hmm.
So what might look modest on her would probably look immodest on me, you know? So just base it on yourselves. Oh, you're 20. Hey, girl.
To answer Elijah's question.
Which one, this one?
Yeah. We were actually talking about this the other day. Lots of people just like to feel better than other people.
Oh my gosh, Christians are the most judgmental people. It's insane. Because it literally goes against what the Bible instructs us to do.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why they nitpick, because they want to feel like, oh, I'm holier than you. Like I'll for sure make it to heaven, to hide their own sin.
Oh,
to
yeah.
overcompensate for the sin that they do. So it's tough, man.
Listen, you talk about. Sorry, go ahead. Finish.
That's why I was saying earlier, like if you're a Christian, it's really important for us to read the word for ourselves so that we can know, hey, listen, that's wrong, and I'm gonna do it right. And that's the best that you can do, honestly. And it's a relationship between you and the big guy upstairs. You know what I mean?
Elijah, you said people who are racist, homophobic, etc. This is why I fully am okay with people who say they are Trump supporters, and I say, well, you know what? Thank you for your time. You're officially excommunicated out of my life. Because you cannot say you love the Lord and you're racist.
Mhm.
You cannot say you love the Lord and you hate people who live out a different life than you, whether that is in their sexual expression, in the way that they dress, in the words that they speak, in the place in the world that they come from. You cannot tell me you love the Lord and simultaneously spew evil out of your mouth. So, sir, I'm so sorry whatever experience you've had with Christian people. Us Christian people have had those same experiences, and we're in the church.
Yeah.
I'm not assuming you're not in the church. I'm just saying, like, it comes from everywhere. Christian
Yeah.
people who feel holier than thou are going to show it to anybody they get the opportunity to. It does not matter. I am straight, raised in the church. Dad was an elder. Mama was a deaconess. Like, still got it. Still got it. So it don't matter. Yes, my friend was talking about this. People falling. Listen, I'm not responsible for you falling, man.
Well,
I'm not. No, but I'm not. Like I said, if you're purposely trying to incite something, that's different. However, when I was wearing this, if showing my shoulders is causing you to fall, that is not my responsibility. You have to check what it is that makes you so susceptible to being lustful over people that easily. Come on. At some point, you got to be the one to accept responsibility. Like, where's the responsibility to the men?
right.
It's always, well, what did she deserve to get raped? Or what did she deserve to get molested? I promise you, the first time an older man in church, this didn't happen in church, but he was an older man from church, when he touched me inappropriately, I did not wear anything that day to deserve it. So that's where that comment really does trigger me. I'm not saying like people aren't out there purposely being provocative, because that does happen. And it is hard for some people to resist that because you are painting a picture that they would like to see. However, to make it seem like the person who is the one wearing something that enticed them is completely at fault, I refuse. They need to keep their eyes on the prize, meaning your beautiful eyes. Ha! Dead. Jesse, eyes are the windows to the soul. They really are, man. This is why so many people turn away from Christianity. Sometimes the people in the church can be the most hypocritical. They really can be. And it's so sad because like the people that I personally know who have left the church, it's never that they stop believing in God. It's never that they don't believe in whatever the practices are, whatever. It's the relationships they had with the people in there and the way that they made them feel ostracized. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I just feel like at the end of the day, do what makes you happy in life. And if at the end of your life you can truly say, like, I am pleased with the life that I've lived, then yeah, you know what you want to do in life. So I'm not going to force people to be Christian if they don't want to be Christian.
Right.
I'm not going to force people to leave the church because of whatever they're experiencing in the church. Just live the most authentic life you can live. And I feel like even with that, God is pleased. And you know when you're being inauthentic with yourself. You know when you want to do the right thing, but you choose to do something otherwise for whatever reason, right? So it is what it is. Oh, geez. I don't get the racist, homophobic, transphobic, hateful Christians. The whole point of Christianity is to listen. It doesn't make sense to me. So we are Adventists, Seventh-day Adventists, which means like we worship on Saturday. And it's called the NAD, the North American Division, is literally divided by race. There is a white conference and a black conference. How?
Yeah.
How are you Christian and racist?
It's quite baffling.
It doesn't make sense.
It shouldn't be understood.
And how
That's
are
the
you
thing.
Christian and like you condemn people who are homosexual and stuff like that? I understand having a difference in beliefs. However, the way some Christians treat people who are homosexual, like the LGBT, I forget where we're at now. LGBT.
LGBTQ plus.
But what happened
Just
to the
say
I and the A?
LGBTQ plus.
There was the I and the A at some
It's
point.
probably in the plus.
The way some of them treat people in the LGBTQ plus community is disgusting. It's repulsive. Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that we get grouped together. It's gross. Gross. Aren't you being judgmental of Christians do not support Biden because of his policy on abortion? Aren't I being judgmental? Many Christians do not support Biden because of his policies on abortion. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't. She'll explain.
Yeah, Wendy, I need an explanation on that. I didn't say you can't be Republican or Democrat, whatever. We're Canadian. Those words don't even apply to us.
Okay.
However, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't support people who are Christian and racist, or people who are Christian and spew hate. That's what I was saying. Can I just say, when people, especially white people, say racist things and don't want us here, I feel like, oh gosh, it's moving. I feel like then why bring us here to this country to build it up from the ground and listen, and then say you don't want us here? It baffles me. It baffles me. Heck, Jesus dined with sinners. He sure did, and said it's okay. His followers were all sinners, and that we should love everyone. He chastised some of his followers for being judgmental and feeling better than the unbelievers and the Gentiles. Completely true. We were fine in our land before, weren't we? I'm sure your lineage was coal in Nigeria. I'm sure our lineage was coal in Zimbabwe. Elijah's Nigerian, right?
Yeah.
There was
That's
no
what I
need
said.
for all of that. There was no need to bring us over here. But they knew they would die in the hot sun.
Anyway, guys, these cookies, I don't know if y'all have them. It's called sweet cranberry lemon with white. Okay, wait. It's called sweet cranberry lemon, okay? But it's white chocolate chunk cranberry and lemon cookies. So good.
All jokes aside, they're actually
So good. And then there's this one, not as good but still good. Chocolate chip oatmeal and cranberry cookies. It sounds weird, but it's good. But you guys should like eat your vegetables too.
What the heck are we talking about now? I feel like the life
We should switch. It's getting heated. That's on period, LOL. And let's be careful. God judges what is sin, not Christians. It is not hateful to speak in agreement with God's word. It is hateful to treat people hatefully. There is a difference.
That's
what
exactly
Wendy
what I
said.
mean. That is exactly what I mean,
So
Wendy.
we are perfectly fine in our homeland, Africa. I saw a video and the speaker was saying that they need to keep Africa oppressed because if they rise up, the whole West will collapse because of how much they rely on Africa or exploit Africa.
I agree. I feel like the way
Pancake bread? Tell me more. Anyway,
no, I'll
continue.
comment quickly and then we'll move on.
Continue in the comments and she'll continue what she's saying.
I was gonna say the way that everybody seeks resources out of Africa is proof that they need us, but they also need us down because that makes African leaders and the African people feel like we need the intervention of North America or the Western world, you know? So I fully believe what you just said. Like, even look at North America. A lot of Black people feel like we need white people in order to be successful in life. They truly, truly believe that. Look at Lil Wayne with his nasty self. I can't believe I ever used to like him. Look at 50
Like,
Cent.
you had a crush on him?
Look at Ice Cube. Yeah. I was really into dreadlocks. Still technically into dreadlocks.
He's scared me, bro.
It was the dreads for me. It was the dreads for me. What are you looking at? Pancake bread?
Yeah. I think the only way I'll be able to get it is if I made it.
Yeah, because we don't have Trader Joe's.
It's quite unfortunate.
Is it? We got our own stuff. Okay, Canada got some cool stuff too.
I'm dead.
I am a light worker and shadow worker, so as a white witch, I light the candle of my
Oh, cool.
Hey
On a
man,
lighter note,
live
what do
life as
y'all
authentically
think-
you want to live, Jesse. Do you,
y'all
boo?
think of side chicks who all of a sudden want to be the main chick? I was watching Ray. He was telling me side chick that she knew what it was. Ray.
Listen, they keep talking about this Ray person.
Is it
and
Ray
I'm-
Charles? Georgia. Is that who you're talking about? No. Who's Ray?
Yo, light her up. Is that
Who's
Ray
Ray?
Charles?
It's Ray Charles, the blind musician, yeah? Who is Ray? Ray Charles from the movie with Jake.
No.
Stop making me feel stupid. Of course, Ray.
I thought
And
y'all
he
meant
got
Ray
many honeys.
the I'm dead.
I knew
That is
because he had
so
lots of honeys.
funny.
Yeah.
Y'all don't really talk about Ray Charles.
Honestly, I feel
I
like
thought they meant Ray the YouTuber.
they're kind of dumb for wanting to be the main. Because why won't he get another side chick? That's how he got you in it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense.
I'm a firm believer in how you get them is how you lose them.
Mm.
If you lose
I
them.
mean, Alicia's still kicking
That's why I
and
said if
rocking.
you lose them.
That's true.
You guys from of course, Jesse.
Yeah.
Girl, listen. We as a family up in here.
Yes.
And that's why I like-
Royalties.
That's,
That's
why
our name, guys. The royalties. When I'm not here, I'll be in the comments with y'all.
that's why I like doing the lives because yeah, I mean the reviews are like fun and cool, and I know that's why like a lot of people are subscribed anyways. But I just like talking to y'all. I mean, I wouldn't have a podcast or a YouTube channel or be on my Instagram every day if I didn't like talking. So
Yeah.
like when we have this like fluid conversation rather than I'm here to talk about this show and this show only, I
Yeah.
love it. I used to think I could be a side chick, then I'd be like, I'm not cut out for a girl.
And it's good that you realize. Some people don't realize and they still want to be the side chick.
I
How you
could
do
never.
that? How you do that, sis?
If you end up as a main chick after being the side chick, you will eventually be the main chick being cheated on.
Exactly, Wendy.
And my thing is like, why would you require a man? Why? Hold on. Why would you require an unfaithful man to be faithful when he's literally showing you you're only together out of his unfaithfulness? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I personally know a girl who was a side chick, like a real side chick in like a marriage side chick situation, and she really thought that it was gonna work out. And
Elijah, I'm still waiting to
I
hear
know.
more about this pancake bread.
us women can be delusional sometimes. Girl, Natalie, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. They don't think it through that deep, child. They don't.
They don't.
They don't. They don't. That's and going back to the couple before, like I said, the man was lying from the beginning of the relationship. Now you require him to be a better man when he showed you he was trash from the beginning. If y'all missed that conversation, you're gonna just have to go back and listen to it. But sorry, don't ask a leopard to change its
Yes.
spots, bruh.
Yes, cinnamon roll queen.
I lost him. We all deserve to be the only chick. Hello. Why you bumping me?
Nothing. I'm just readjusting.
Mm-hmm. Like Christina
Not
and
that I
Mary
have
first
anything
sight.
to readjust, but you know. Guys, I'm
You
tired.
trying to tell us something?
Mhm.
You weren't always Nikki. You were Nick.
Anyway, child. Next. I'm so
You said it.
because somebody calls me Nick.
Oh, they
now,
do? Who?
yeah. My friend Amina.
That's
Um,
I'm going to light the candle and send the angel of love and light your way. Oh,
Thank
cool.
you.
Cool. I
When
don't know
are
what
you
else we have
ending
to
the
say.
live?
I don't
You're
know.
past the
I feel like we
2-hour
should
mark.
end it now.
You're past the 2-hour mark.
All right,
This is
y'all. I usually end it when there's less people in here, so I hate to cut the conversation short. However, we have reached a 2-hour capacity. Normally, if I'm doing it myself, it's only like an hour and a half, so this is long. However, no, the one that I did by myself was an hour and a half. You left early. You don't even know. However, it's been great talking to you guys. We will catch you guys next week. If you're here during the week, we will catch you guys on the reviews. When do you start on Monday, girl? It depends on the day. It depends on the day. If I was at home, I would have a more solid schedule. But because I'm not at home, it kind of just like is everywhere. So when I get back home, so not next week, but the week after that, it'll definitely be 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Turn on your notification bells, guys. You'll never miss
Also
it.
that. Also
You'll
that.
never miss it.
And I'll put up a little thing that say we're gonna be live at a certain time. So like you'll see it coming. But just know it'll be around this time just because of where I live in North America. It'll be in the evening time, North America. So if you live in a different continent, it's probably gonna be really, really early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys do enough digging, you'll also see my Instagram. I just wanted to let you guys know that. Just okay.
And the last 2 videos that she's been in, her Instagram handle has been there. So
oh, really? Oh,
yes.
kind of you.
Why would I
Yeah,
not
go
put
check
it
me out.
there?
Check me out.
Yeah.
Check me out.
All right, guys.
Deuces. Bye.